Kia ora friend, welcome to Manifestors Unite. I'm Carmel Riley and I am here with you for another video into how you use your meditation to access deeper states. And why do you want to do this? Well, because powerful meditation using the deeper states of your consciousness will help you to unleash more of your soulful self, and by unleashing more of your soulful self you will change the particles of physical reality around you, as well as momentarily coming into a space where you can feel more calm, more certain, more positive, more loving, whatever it is you're seeking. So in this video I'm going to talk to you about the Galactic Centre. We know this down under in Aotearoa as Te Kuri. It is such a powerful centre. Some say a black hole, others say there's no black hole, it's just light. It doesn't really matter because light again is a subjective consideration. What is light to some is dark to others. What is dark to some is light to others. And in all cases, it is just an energy of more and less, and it's cycling. So we're in this really powerful time, and for many of you I know 2024 has been a very big energy year, a tough year, lots of challenges, lots of division, lots of warring, lots of conflict as we get used to our freed selves post-pandemic. But also energetically and from a star perspective, we can see through some of the photos that have been taken and shared with all that space junk, but also you can feel it. You can feel that a shift is in the air, that the winds of change are blowing. So I want to talk to you in this video about a special time that only happens once a year when the Galactic Centre is essentially open. So this is a time in a season where we can see the zodiac Sagittarius. And if you want to understand a little bit about Sagittarius as a star realm, well, you need to understand that it's kind of the centre of the Milky Way. If you live in the south, particularly if you live in Aotearoa, New Zealand, we right now are in the season called Te Waru, Rehua, and Rehua is a star called Antares in the normal system, and it's at the centre or the heart of the Milky Way. We actually call the Milky Way Te Ikaroa, which is the long fish, and it's a long fish of stars, and those stars were created through a powerful journey of a very powerful ancestor, Tamarereti, who tossed these pebbles from his fire pit and created the Milky Way. So if you live in the south, the Milky Way Te Ikaroa is really present, particularly in this season. Te Waru, number 8 on the Māori calendar, Rehua. So stars are really important in the south. We have a history of navigating the Pacific using the stars. When we became landlocked, we still looked to the stars in combination with the new moon, because our calendar months go new moon to black moon, new moon to black moon, and this is the 8th period, this 8th period on the calendar of that new moon to black moon. And stars are always the openers for those for the lunar calendar. So wherever you are in the world, you can use this. Look at the period from the new moon to the next, and then look at the sky, or if you can't see a lot of sky, start to study your apps and get in touch with those stars that will be overhead, because that's really important. So at this time, the Milky Way Te Ikaroa is very present for us. In Te Ikaroa we have 2 zodiac constellations, southern constellations, which you can see at this time. One is Sagittarius and the other is Scorpio. We are in Sagittarius now. I like to call it super manifesting season because the veil is thin, good or bad, for your manifesting. So whatever you're thinking about and focusing on very consistently is going to manifest. In this season, in Sagittarius season, it can really go big. And you can feel that. Your feelings are very important. This is where the moon comes in. The moon governs our emotions, and the quality of the moon has an impact on the intensity of how we feel. The Galactic Centre opens between the period of time of the 18th to the 21st and I'm talking about down under in Aotearoa. It opens, and this means that it is essentially overhead for us. And what this means is this starlight right from the centre, whether it's a black hole or just a source of light, Sagittarius A, doesn't really matter, but the source of light just pours on down. And metaphysically, the galactic centre is kind of known as the oversoul. And if you think about the oversoul, that's kind of like this bit above yourself, your higher self, or this higher expression of yourself, which is over your normal physically oriented, sensory orientated self, your sensorium. So it's kind of a very special time, particularly if you're Sagittarius. I always say the Sagittarians amongst us can snap their fingers and things will just manifest. But it's also an important time for the rest of us as well, because not only have we come to the end of a really busy year, but also we can use this time to really get clear around what we want to take forward from this year into next, because we're, so close to the cusp of it. And it also, if you think about it, is this time, if you think about the galaxy's core, which the Galactic Centre is, it's the place where our galaxy was created. And if you see some photos of our galaxy with these big arms, you can actually see the Galactic Centre in the centre, the plug of the universe, or Te Kori, the place of unlimited possibility. So you can use this for yourself to essentially draw down and essentially then to plan forward. How do you use it? Okay, so this is the fun part. So this timing of the 18th to the 21st of December is very important. Take some time out in that time. Take some time out to meditate, or maybe just to sit somewhere quietly and just reflect. One of the great things about reflection is discernment. So what I like to do is take those themes that have consistently appeared in the year that have been challenging, particularly in relation to other people. I like to think about those really clearly, because there's a clue there. There's a clue in terms of your own destiny, and there's a clue in terms of where you can go in 2025. So really have a think about what showed up in your world, which was a big pushback or a massive challenge, and look at those things, because there's something in there. There is something in there for you to reflect and discern about. So for example, you want to be thinking if that's a work related or a business related issue, or if it's a relationship issue, or it's in relation to your health, because there is something there. And the reason that you're finding this rub, or this contraction, this contrast, is because there's a sign here that there's some more work to do. So this time of the Galactic Centre opening is a time when you can essentially work into this problem that has consistently shown up for you and shift and change it. And the shifting and changing requires both a letting go. You might want to write on a piece of paper, I choose to let go this, and write it down. Again, the big challenge. Or you might want to challenge your own beliefs. And remember, Sagittarius season is really important for beliefs, because it rules the realm of belief. So you might want to say to yourself, I get to be wrong about such and such. And allow yourself to shake up this thinking about something that you have held on to for a long time. Maybe it's a grudge with a family member. Maybe this is the time to let it go and to get to be wrong about that. Maybe it's to do with your partner. Maybe it's to do with a relationship that you've outgrown, and you get to be wrong about thinking that you need to be in that relationship. Whatever it is, that is what you're going to take. And you're going to take it into this time with a very open heart, because remember, all of this, the highest vibration of our universe, which cascades out, and it doesn't matter if you're thinking about it now, or if you're, it doesn't matter if you're thinking about it now, you're thinking about it at any time. This powerful emotion of love is both within you and wherever you focus, and it is the most powerful vibration. It has the golden mean, it has those beautiful proportions, and it's the building block, it's the place that you can anchor into and decide to take forward into next year, 2025, because it's going to be a big year. We've got the snaky serpent, so good luck if you're a snake, and if you're not, don't be bitten by a snake. This is a time when we're going to carve a new path forward. So with that, you get to write down what is really important to you. If you want to use astrology, you can use your sun sign, and just your sun sign is your life path. It's how you are fueled. It's what you give to the external world. And again, it helps if you know what vibrates inside or what aligns inside. But you're going to walk this path. You're going to earth it, irrespective of whether you know it or conscious about it. So you might as well be conscious about it. So just think about next year and what it is you're wanting to take forward, and what it is that your life path is, your sun sign, and how you're going to earth it, which is the opposite sign. If you need to watch a video about the sun sign, there is another video in this week that you might want to tap into and learn to use the sun. And then you have your intention, you have your big goal that you're going to be working on for 2025. And remember, that goal is linked to something that's been a challenge all of this year. And you're going to workshop this. And you workshop this by essentially finding a meditation practice that is really powerful for you, and then going in to your intention, doing the work to drop and anchor into the ground, coming back into your heart, and then getting up into the sun. Once you've got to the sun, and remember, you can watch that meditation, and there's also on our site, there's a lot of free downloads as to how you use the sun. When you're in the sun, you want to get into the Galactic Centre, so allow yourself to get into the Galactic Centre. In our membership files, if you're really interested, there's a special way of getting into the galaxy that's only for members, so if you want to join that, you'll find that galactic meditation. But essentially, the step, once you're in the sun, you can go to the Galactic Centre, and it's at that point that you're going to do work. Now, I don't want to spoil this too much for you, because it's really important that you find the way, and that you find the tool that is going to work for you. But what I know that works for a lot of people is to, as I said, ground, to come into their hearts, make sure you're firm in your intention, leave your body, come into the sun, and go up to the Galactic Centre. Once in the Galactic Centre, just allow whatever you want to come through, come down back into your heart and start writing. And be free flow with that writing. Allow the words to come through you. Remember, the Galactic Centre is the source of connected consciousness. It's the collective consciousness, not just of the physical world, but the entire galaxy. So it's a place where there's incredible wisdom. You know, it is the control centre, or the oversoul of all of us. So this place in your consciousness, which you have access to as soon as you desire. And remember, being there, you'll still be in your body. There's no scariness around the astral travelling aspect of it. You can be in two places in your consciousness or more at once, but allow what comes through to you. Allow, and journal and write. There will be the nuggets of gold that you take through to the next year. And just one last thing to remember with the Galactic Centre, when you start to channel with this massive energy source, this huge eternal infant, words never can describe these places, but often when you're seeding in the Galactic Centre, there can be a time delay. Sometimes not. Things can show up like that, particularly if you're Sagittarius and using your own ability to magnetize and to make abundant, which is the natural vibration of the Sagittarius realm, the Milky Way to Ecuador. You can just essentially use this realm, and what will take the seeds can show up fast or a little bit longer, but the important thing is to just keep using it. Use it in your meditation, use it to shut down negative programming, use it to receive clarity on where you're going next, and know that the universe is always expanding, and as you are as well. So I hope that helps you. If you want some guidance around, if you want to be guided or if you want some more guidance, I've got an event and I'll drop the links below for you. So thanks for watching this, and see you in the GC. See you in Te Kore. Mauri ora.